A triple witching event is ahead in markets. What on earth is it? What is everyone talking about? But here's why it really pays to invest in boring assets such as gold and copper companies. Even Berkshire Hathaway, its shares have hit a brand new record all-time high overnight. Welcome to the Daily. My name is Jessica Ramir. I'm a market strategist here with Mumu. It's great to have your company this 21st of March. Happy Friday. Well, we've seen US stocks fall in the second half of Thursday's trading session, and this really has showed that investors are taking profits off the table ahead of Friday's key $4.5 trillion triple witching event. So what on earth is this event that everyone's talking about? Well, it's basically where $4.5 trillion of contracts that are tied to stocks, indices and ETFs or mature, and it only occurs once a quarter. And this is typically why we see huge swings in volatility around this triple witching event. So it could move markets wildly in either direction. So this is why investors are really topping up on those safe haven plays and stocks that are proving to be winners in the trade wars so far, that is, while we're seeing profits come out of those riskier stocks. And this is why the S&P 500 has shifted lower overnight and the NASDAQ 100 is down ever so slightly, down about 0.3%. But note the NASDAQ 100, that key pin-up index, has managed to stay up off its lows. It's about 2% up off its lows. But trading on Friday will really test that. We could see gains eroded and push the market lower, or the market could push higher. We don't really know what is going to happen. But regardless, we do know that gold should be on your radar. Gold has punched to a brand new record all-time high overnight. Another one. And it's key that gold is one of investors' safe havens, preferred plays this new 2025, I guess, regime. So what is happening with gold? Well, the gold price is now up 16% this year, and I think that you should probably expect more momentum, as in gold to continue to rise up. And that's because we're now seeing greater concerns about global debt rising. In fact, we do know that global debt interest repayments are skyrocketing. Fresh data came out overnight suggesting that. Plus, we also have got tariff concerns. So this is the second factor supporting gold. Meanwhile, where there is gold mined, there's also copper. And so copper is also continuing to be viewed as a key winner of the trade wars as well. The copper price appears to be also hitting a new record all-time highs. The copper price is up about 14% this year. So let's get to Friday's triple witching event move. So moves could be wild. It's really important to note that the catalysts are there for the safe havens and quality stocks and dividend players to move higher in 2025. And the futures today, let's bring it back down to the local session, what we could expect today. Well, the market is expected to really search for direction today. We did see markets, I guess, tread cautiously, slightly lower overnight, but we did mention the fact that gold, copper, prices are higher, so that should bode well for local gold and copper stocks today. The silver price is also up markedly as well, so that should boost silver plays on the ASX. Also note that aluminium, or if you want to call it aluminum, those stocks should get a lift because the aluminium price is higher, while the oil price is now making green shoots, so that should bode well for those invested in oil. Also worthwhile keeping an eye on Freeport-McMoRan. That's one of the world's biggest copper companies, and it's trading at its highest level this year. On the ASX, if you are interested in copper, keep an eye on Sandfire. It is trading at or around record all-time highs. Sandfire outstandingly up 24% this year. But I do also think it's really worthwhile pointing out Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. Their shares broke to yet another brand new record all-time high overnight. This really shows the power of diversification in this current market is king. Again, diversification is king. We do know that Berkshire holds a very well-diversified portfolio. They've recently been buying even more into Japanese assets, but also note that Berkshire has got record cash reserves on their balance sheet. So how much do they have? Well, they've got $334 billion that's US dollars, in cash on their balance sheet. And putting that into perspective, that's actually bigger than the market cap or the market size of 93% of the companies in the S&P 500. Just outstanding stuff. So his cash balance is bigger than the market cap of most companies in the S&P 500. His war chest, Warren Buffett's war chest of $334 billion, is also enough cash to buy Coca-Cola outright. And remember that Berkshire Hathaway has got a major stake in Coca-Cola, as well as many other staples companies. So I guess, again, rounding out that diversification piece, we spoke about Berkshire buying into Japanese banks and trading companies, but they're also heavy into staples companies that tend to do well, regardless of slowing economic growth. What's ahead? Well, next week we get local inflation data, and this could inspire the Aussie share market to perhaps move higher. That is, of course, if inflation data falls as expected. But I still do think investors might be best playing the long-term game, focusing on those key themes that will be around for the next 1, 2, 3, and 5 years. And of course, looking at gold, copper, and silver in times like these. It's great to have your company. Thanks so much for the daily. For more information, head to Moo's platform for stocks as mentioned today. And why not sign up to our podcast?